Before we begin, if this resonates with you, consider subscribing to the channel. More content like this, exploring life's deeper mysteries, is on the way. Now, let's start. Listen carefully. What I'm about to tell you isn't casual. If this message has reached you before December 12th, I need you to pause. Just stop. Stop whatever you were doing. Stop mindlessly scrolling. Don't dismiss this as just another piece of content. Because what's happening right now, at this very moment, defies rational explanation. I've spent my life investigating things that lie beyond our understanding, searching for answers where others see only coincidence. And I can tell you, with certainty, this is not a coincidence. The fact that you, specifically you, are hearing these words at this exact time, it doesn't fit into the logic of everyday life. It's an anomaly. There's a force at work here, an intelligence, a design that operates on a level we can't fully grasp. And that force decided to intercept you today, not tomorrow, not next week, before 12:12. That means something. It means far more than you might realize. I've documented phenomena that science can't explain. I've listened to people who've experienced the impossible, who've brushed against something much larger than themselves. And I've learned one fundamental truth. Nothing happens by pure chance. Not a single thing. Every unexpected encounter, every message that arrives right on time, every moment something grabs your attention for no clear reason, it's all part of a broader tapestry, a plan we don't control, but are undeniably a part of. So, if these words have found you before that date, it's because that plan has something in it specifically for your life. Something that's about to unfold. This wasn't random. You were meant to be here, listening right now. You might be wondering, why that date? What makes December 12th so important? It's a fair question. In our day-to-day lives, dates are just markers on a calendar, deadlines, appointments, birthdays. But through my research, I've come to understand that time isn't the rigid, linear thing we believe it to be. It's more fluid, more malleable. There are moments, specific points in our shared journey around the sun that act less like markers and more like portals, thresholds. The energy of the world seems to shift, to reconfigure itself, creating openings for new beginnings and profound changes. December 12th of this year is one of those pivotal moments. Think of it not as a deadline, but as a turning point, a cosmic junction where the path you've been on might branch towards something new. This isn't about superstition. It's about recognizing patterns in the fabric of reality itself. Ancient cultures understood this, paying close attention to celestial alignments and cyclical rhythms. They knew that certain times hold more potential than others. But here's what's truly fascinating about this: the warning, the preparation. This message reaching you before that date is the most critical part. It signifies that you're not meant to be a passive bystander when this shift occurs. You're meant to be aware, to be prepared, to be an active participant in what comes next. Not everyone will get this heads up. Not everyone is being prepared. Only those who are meant to step into something different, those whose destinies are marked for a shift, seem to receive these nudges at the right time. The fact that you're hearing this now, before the 12th, sets you apart. It means you've been singled out not for scrutiny, but for opportunity. This is why that feeling, that subtle, perhaps unexplainable sense that this message is for you, is so important. It's your inner compass, recognizing a truth that your logical mind might still be questioning. That date is approaching. But how you arrive at it, awake or asleep, ready or unaware, that is still being written. And it starts by understanding that time itself might be on your side, offering a window not of pressure, but of profound possibility. This leads us to the heart of the message. If this timing isn't random and you are indeed being prepared, then there must be a reason why you. It comes down to three truths about you that the noise of the world often tries to drown out. Things you may have felt but were told to ignore. First, You are not an ordinary being living an ordinary life. That is an illusion, a story sold to keep you manageable and small. The reality is far more magnificent. There is a spark of the infinite within you, a direct connection to the source of all that exists. You don't need special permissions, institutions, or complicated rituals to access it. That connection has always been there, quiet and waiting, just beneath the surface of your daily worries. It's the part of you that resonates with beauty, that feels awe, that knows deep down there's more to this existence than the grind. This message is a tap on the shoulder from that very source. Second, you have been protected. I don't know the specifics of your journey, but I know this pattern. How many times have you narrowly avoided disaster without even knowing it? How many potential catastrophes veered away from your path? In my investigations, I've documented countless cases of inexplicable protection, guardian angels, intuition, sheer luck, call it what you will, that guide those who still have a purpose to fulfill. The simple fact that you are here, alive, breathing and hearing this now is the ultimate evidence. You have been preserved. You have been guarded for something. Your story isn't over. In many ways, the most important chapter is just beginning. And third, time is accelerating and you are sensing it. This isn't just a feeling that life is getting busier. It's a real, documented phenomenon. Days blur, years fly, and the world seems to be spinning faster. We are in a period of profound compression and change, a collective quickening. And within these cycles, specific dates like 1212 act as catalysts, concentrated points where this energy can be harnessed for personal transformation. Your restlessness, that feeling that something is coming to a head, is not anxiety. It's recognition. Your spirit is aware of this tide of change, and it's preparing you to swim with it, not against it. These truths change everything. They mean you are not a victim of circumstance, but a participant in a grand design. You are connected, you are protected, and you are precisely where you need to be to feel the rumble of what's coming next. This knowing is your foundation. From here, the real preparation begins. Knowing these truths is one thing, but knowledge that isn't acted upon is just a fleeting thought. The space between now and December 12th isn't for waiting, it's for preparing. This isn't about frantic activity, but a deliberate inner alignment. Think of it as tuning an instrument before a concert. The music is coming, but you must be in tune to play your part. This preparation unfolds in 3 essential, gentle steps. First, you must decide. This is the quiet, internal moment of commitment. It's the choice to take this message seriously, not as entertainment, but as a personal signal. Decide that you are ready to wake up from the autopilot of routine. Decide that this feeling of anticipation in your chest is valid. This decision isn't shouted to the world. It's a whispered agreement with your own soul. It's the moment you stop hitting snooze on your inner life. Without this choice, nothing else can follow. It's the spark that lights the fire. Second, you must prepare by releasing. You cannot cross a new threshold carrying the full weight of your past. Now is the time for gentle inventory. What burdens are you ready to put down? We're not talking about dramatic life overhauls overnight. We're talking about the subtle, heavy things, that lingering resentment you've cradled for years, the self-limiting belief that you're not good enough, the toxic habit you turn to for comfort, the relationship that drains your spirit. Release isn't always about confrontation. Often, it's simply about letting go of the rope in a tug-of-war you're tired of fighting. Create space within yourself. As you let go of what no longer serves you, you make room for what wants to arrive. Third, and perhaps most challenging, you must learn to trust. Not just when the path is clear and the sun is shining, but right now, in the uncertainty. Trust is the act of leaning forward when you can't see the next step. It's choosing to believe in the promise of this message, even when your old logical mind calls it foolish. This trust is what transforms the process from mental exercise into lived reality. When you trust, you activate a different frequency within yourself, one of receptivity rather than resistance. You're telling the universe you are ready and willing. And in my experience, that's when the invisible support begins to make itself known in small, synchronistic ways. This trilogy, decide, release, trust, isn't a harsh regimen. It's the most natural process in the world, the shedding of an old skin. It's how a seed cracks open in the dark soil, not knowing the shape of the plant, but trusting the impulse to grow. Your work is to cooperate with that impulse within you. As you engage in this inner preparation, be aware of a common, almost universal phenomenon I've observed in my work. Just before a significant leap, the universe often presents what I call the final test. It's not a punishment, but a confirmation. A last check to see if you're truly committed to the new path, or if you'll retreat to the familiar comfort of the old one. This test can take many forms. It might be a sudden, intense doubt that makes you question everything you've just decided. It could be an old temptation resurfacing, offering the easy way out. It might even be an external challenge, a conflict or obstacle that seems designed to knock you off course. When it arrives, and it likely will, I need you to recognize it for what it is, proof that you are on the right track. Why would forces of inertia bother testing you if you weren't a threat to the status quo? The magnitude of the resistance often hints at the magnitude of the breakthrough waiting for you. Face this test not with panic, but with the quiet confidence of someone who has already decided. Let it solidify your resolve. As you navigate this, something else will begin to happen, a subtle shift in your perception. This is the expanded vision that comes with awakening. You'll start to notice meaningful coincidences, synchronicities that feel too perfect to be random. You'll have intuitive hunches that prove correct. You may begin to see through surface-level dramas to the deeper truths in situations and people. This can be both beautiful and unsettling. You might look around and wonder, why doesn't everyone see this? This newfound clarity can at times feel lonely. Please understand, this feeling isn't a sign that you're wrong or losing your mind. It's a sign that your inner frequency is changing. You're tuning into a different channel, and for a while it may seem like you're listening to static while others hear a clear song. This phase is temporary and necessary. The beautiful part is that as you walk this path, you will begin to recognize others who are on a similar frequency. You won't need long explanations. There will be a knowing glance, a conversation that goes deeper in minutes than others do in years. These connections are your new tribe. They will appear to remind you that you are not alone, that this journey is real, and that the vision you're developing is a gift, not a curse. They are the fellow travelers you've been prepared to meet. So stand firm through the test and welcome the expanding vision, even when it's challenging. Both are signs that you are moving, growing, and stepping closer to the threshold of 1212, not as the person you were, but as the person you are becoming. After everything we've discussed, the signs, the truths, the preparation, even the tests, there is one final fundamental layer. It is the bedrock upon which all of this rests, the deepest truth that makes every other step possible. And it is this: you are loved. Not in a general, abstract sense, but personally, profoundly, and specifically. The universe does not see you as one among billions, but as a unique, irreplaceable creation. Every detail of your story, every scar, every hope, every quiet moment of courage is known and held in absolute regard. You are not a cosmic accident. You are a deliberate expression of something infinite. When this truth moves from your head to your heart, everything shifts. Fear loses its grip because you know you are held. Anxiety softens because you trust you are guided. Loneliness transforms because you feel a companionship that transcends physical presence. This unconditional love is not something you earn. It is the very atmosphere of your existence, the constant background to your life. It is the safety net that will catch you every single time you stumble on this path. This love is why you were called. It is the source of the protection you felt and the connection that stirs within you. Your awakening is, at its core, the process of remembering this love and learning to receive it fully. So, as we approach December 12th, understand this. The date is not an end, it is a beginning. A new chapter in the story of a loved, protected, and significant being. That's you. By receiving this message, you have already taken the first, most crucial step. The internal shift has already begun. Now your task is to tend to that flame. Protect this newfound awareness. Don't let the noise of the mundane world or the skepticism of others extinguish it. Nourish it with moments of quiet, with acts of trust, with conscious choices that honor the person you are becoming. When the day arrives, cross that threshold not with fear, but with the quiet confidence of a loved child coming home. Walk forward with an open heart, ready to receive the new connections, the new clarity, and the new possibilities that have been waiting for you. The universe has whispered. You have listened. Now, the most beautiful part begins. Your response. Live from this love. Answer the call with your life. Your time is now.